Great day, loves. So it is Charette with Wellness Wednesdays. We had to do a slight pivot. I'm outside with the rain. If y'all can hear that, it's beautiful. But we have a storm here and my lights just went out. So we're outside today. Great to be in nature. Today, we are actually going to be making a homemade laundry detergent. I'm so excited about this. I've been making this for a few years now. One of the reasons why I love homemade laundry detergent is because it's been one of the easiest ways for me personally to transition into a healthier lifestyle. A lot of times when we talk about being healthy, we talk about working out and eating, but we don't necessarily get into all the icky places that chemicals can actually get into. One of those places is our laundry detergent. So actually around my house, I like to home make everything. Laundry detergent, hand soaps, stain removers, everything. My cleaning supplies. I soak vinegar and use that, baking soda. So pretty much my cleaning regimen in my house is pretty much 100% natural products. And this was one of the first ones I started with. So it's easy to transition. It's so easy. It You can make enough to actually last up to a year. Now you do have to store in an airtight container, and we'll go over that later. But you can store this for up to a year. It saves you guys so much money. So to make it, you use ingredients. Nothing really costs over $4 to $5, depending on where you live. And it can be as little as 3 ingredients or up to like 4. The choice is up to you. Maybe we'll say 5 with essential oils, but you'll see that later as well. And it's non-toxic. So one of the things that I have learned with researching is how toxic our laundry detergent is. And it has a lot of chemicals that we just don't think about. Our skin is our biggest organ we have, period. And 60% of what we put on it actually goes into our bloodstream. And when you're talking about laundry detergent, a lot of the argument is, oh, it rinses off. But you have to think when the chemicals are on your clothes and your pores open up and you sweat and it makes the clothes wet, they actually are seeping into your organs. So regular detergent, they have dioxane is one of the bigger chemicals that is a concern. It's actually found in paint and varnish. So that is in all your leading detergents, Tide, all that. Most of them also have ammonia. I ain't got to tell y'all about that. Y'all know about ammonia. And then sodium sulfate. So those are just 3 major toxins that you're going to find in most of your laundry detergents. And even the free and clear, which is better, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're non-toxic. And then when you start to get into buying non-toxic natural detergents, you're going to be spending that money. So making your own is a great substitution for that. So the ingredients that we're going to be using, first the soap. So I have a special soap. I am using Herb and Eden soap. This is my favorite soap ever. It's all natural. The people who make it, Taryn and Quentin, they put love into every bar. You're not going to find anything that smells better or is better for your body. Herb and Eden. So that's the soap that I use. And I've been blessed to get some of their soap shavings. So you can see that. It actually has herbs in it. Now, if you are using a natural soap with herbs, that is okay. You will find it at the bottom of your washing machine and sometimes in your clothes, but it's going to smell amazing. So you shouldn't care. Some people don't prefer that. So if you don't prefer that, then you can use other soaps. I didn't bring it out here with me. Another good alternative, if you don't have that natural soap, you can also use Castile soap. The cheapest I find Castile is actually in the baby section, and then sometimes at Walmart you can get like Kirkland's 3 bars for like $2.79 or something like that. So you can grade up your soap for the detergent recipe. Now you'll see a bit of chunks here because I had to grade it real quick before I ran outside. Um, if you have shavings like this, so you see how thin it is, I still would break it up a little bit. The purpose of breaking up the soap is really so that it can dissolve while it's in the washer machine. So if you are confident that your washer machine can break it up this thin, then you don't really have to do it. Now, if you have a cheese grater, you can take a whole bar of soap and grate it on the cheese grater, and then you'll get the crumbles like that, like that. And so, many ways of how to grate the soap, but you're going to need grated soap and baking soda, laundry booster, and borax. So we're going to talk about these ingredients because some people don't like to use borax. The baking soda is an odor eliminator and deodorizer. Washing powder is actually, it just boosts everything in the laundry. If you can't find this, usually they're at Walmart, they're right in the laundry section. If you can't find that, you can actually take baking soda, bake it at 400 degrees. There's something about the chemical reaction with the heat at 400 degrees that switches it from the booster, from the baking soda to the booster. You'll find that instead of the fineness that you have with the baking soda, you'll get like a gritty situation when it becomes laundry booster. So borax, this is, I enjoy borax. Now, this is a water conditioner. If you are living somewhere and you have hard water, borax is nice to add. It just is. It boosts the power of both of the cleansers. It also removes stains a little heavier and odors. Now, there are questions about borax. People sometimes don't like to use it. I'll leave it up to your research. It is not the same component chemically as boric acid. It is different. But it is a bit more alkaline than baking soda. So if you have babies in the house, anybody with sensitive skin, if you have like psoriasis, eczema, any of that go on, I would take borax out or half it and put it in for baking soda. So the switch up is your choice. Borax does have a little bit more cleaning power. If you have a male in the house who be stinking, if you have teenagers who be like, whoo child, if you're working out and your gym clothes are stank or you have like sweat stains, I would recommend all of this. But if you're concerned about it, if you have a newborn, a baby under a year old, if you have super sensitive skin, then I would do your own research and make a decision on if you want to half it or take it out and use it for the baking soda. So today, I'm not going to use baking soda. I'm going to use borax because I just made a laundry detergent 2 weeks ago for a baby, and I didn't have borax in it. And there's a guy living in my house, and sometimes we be needing that borax power. So that's all with that. Now, with the soaps, you can also, if you don't have access to Castile or natural soap, you can use Fels Naphtha and Zote, which are laundry soaps. I personally do not like them because they have some of the chemical ingredients of other laundry detergents. However, they are slightly less in the bar soap than they would be in the liquid. So you kind of have to make a decision. I understand depending on where you live, like in smaller towns or places where you might not have access to it, then that might be your best choice. So you kind of have to decide there. And all you'll need is a bowl and a scoop to measure and a mixer. So the measurements for this is 1 part each. Now, I typically use borax or baking soda. Like I said, if you half it, then you'll do half parts of each to make the 1 part. To make that make sense for those of you who aren't into math, that means 1 cup of soap, 1 cup of borax or baking soda. If you want to use both, a half a cup of each, and then 1 cup of laundry booster. Literally, that's it. You mix that up and you have your laundry detergent. Now, I do like to add smell goods to my laundry detergent because it just smells awesome. And honestly, while I was transitioning from regular laundry detergent to my own, one of the things I missed was the fragrantness of my clothes when it came out. Now, if you are like me and you have a love for Urban Eden soap and you use that, it's going to smell fantabulous without essential oils, but you can also add your own because they use essential oils in their soaps. So that is another way to get some extra smell good, is go ahead and use soap that is actually naturally scented with essential oils, and you'll get that scent going throughout your clothes, excuse me. All right, so I am going to take the soap and put a cup of the soap in. So, with the essential oils, you can use any ones you would like. Lavender is antibacterial. It also is very soothing. So say for instance, you have night clothes or, baby clothes. Lavender really helps for sleepy time. It's really nice. So that's another way. I love when mamas put lavender all around babies to help them go to sleep. And this is a great way to incorporate that. So this is a cup of the soap. So I'm adding that in. I'm just letting you guys see how much the cup actually is in shavings. And again, like I said, I'm going to use the borax. You can use whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. Borax on deck. Hey, I ain't got no Patron, but I do have a drink. I'm drinking a wine called Gewürztraminer. It's like a sweet but kind of brute German wine. And I met this lady. She was a white lady and she was in Whole Foods, and I was getting kombucha and she was like, the ginger ale makes a great Moscow Mule. I was like, you're a genius. You drink with kombucha? She was like, I'm not a genius. I just like to drink. So I've been mixing kombucha with my drinks and it's amazing. If y'all don't know what kombucha is, we'll have that on another Wellness Wednesdays. Stay tuned. Back to my borax. So I'm going to open up this box, y'all. I just got it just for y'all. Oops, there we go. So I'm going to add a cup of this to it. So maybe that'll be another Wellness Wednesdays. How do I remain drinking and still be healthy? I'll make you guys drinks. So that's a cup of borax. So I just want you guys to see like the consistency of it. It's really like a grainy powder. Hold on. It's like a grainy powder. Bam. So it has the consistency kind of like a baking soda, but it's a little finer. Now, I also use borax to clean. If you have like tough stains in the bathtub, any of that, like deep cleaning, borax gonna get it done, okay? And another cup of the booster. I also started drinking, or like, I mean, not drinking, like, you know, hard liquor, but like having a mimosa or something like that while I make stuff, because it takes the tension off. So when I first started making all my household products, it felt like I was trying to be like Martha Stewart, but I just didn't have the skills, you know? So it was like, I don't know, I would get nervous. And so make it fun. Turn on some music, take you a drink. I do the same thing when I cook. Anytime you're making stuff for yourself in your house, make it fun. Don't be so serious. If you can't measure out a cup, maybe just eye it. And honestly, I like the one part of this recipe. You can make it however you want. So there is this sudding that the soap gives. If you want more suds, then put a cup and a half. If you need something to be more bright, then put some more borax, or put some more baking soda. That's one of the reasons why I really love making my own things for my house. Sometimes your house needs different things one month and the other month it doesn't. So one month maybe y'all need to relax your ass out. So you want to put like orange peel and lavender in your laundry detergent. And another month, you know, y'all might need to brighten up. So you might want to put peppermint and citrus. So play with it, make it fun. Don't be so like on it. You know, it's your recipe. So just take what I'm doing as a base, but make it whatever you like. Cause it's your stuff. Let me move my drink before I get powder in it. That ain't cute. All right. So this one's another grainy consistency. It's kind of the same as the borax. She getting stuck. Oh, there we go. So also you'll see the little chunks that come out. I do like to go ahead and get the chunks out. All of this really is just the efficiency of your washer machine. So you just want to help it out as much as possible. She going slow, y'all. Woo. All right. So that's a cup of that. And that's the washing powder. So you see it's about the same consistency as the borax. Now I'm going to put the screen down so you can see what I'm doing. But before you mix it up, you want to take these pieces, where's camera? These pieces here, the chunky pieces, and just break them up. I can't even barely pick them up to break it up, but you just make it powder. So you do that just to help out your washing machine. Now, some people will say that if you are going to actually touch the laundry detergent to wear gloves, all of these things, even though they are natural, they're still chemical components. So some people's skin will react different to them. If you find that while you're breaking it up, you are getting the itches, go ahead and put you on some gloves, sis. Or bruh. Bruhs can make laundry detergent too. You want to wash your hands, put on some gloves, and then mix it. Well, take the clumps out because we're going to mix it with the spatula. So do watch out for that. You should be fine, but some people with really sensitive skin, the grittiness of it irritates their skin. So just getting that out. So to go over some essential oils with you guys that I do use in here, and I love it. Since I'm here every Wednesday, we can talk about essential oils on another Wellness Wednesdays as well. I'm so excited to be here, guys. So citrus is going to bring a brightened, like clean aura to your clothes. It's like a really uplifting scent. If you want to focus a little more, citrus is going to be where you be at. Grapefruit, orange, lemon, that sort of thing. They also deodorize and make your clothes feel fresh, smell fresh, shall I say. Tea tree is really good. It's an immune booster. I love to use tea tree if someone in the house is sick. If someone is feeling like symptoms or anything, tea tree is really good to add if they're sick, so that it's not spreading throughout the house. Also, it's really good with mold and mildew. So, y'all know when you washing clothes and you forget about that pack in the washing machine, go ahead and add some tea tree through it if you're going to rewash it, and it'll help with the mold and mildew. So that's a little tip, a charrette tip for the day. Eucalyptus is really good as well. It's going to open up your sinuses. And it's good for respiratory. It's going to feel refreshing and clean. Lavender and spearmint are good combinations with eucalyptus. Chamomile also relaxes really well. And that would be put together with lavender. Really nice. I love to do that with the babies, y'all. I can't describe that for you. So I'm going to let you guys see my mix. Now, I did the 1 parts to 1 part, but I'm going to add more soap. So that's just my choice. The soap's not coming through as much as it normally does. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more. That's why I love do-yourself laundry detergent, because you can do whatever the hell you want. Okay? All right. And how you are going to know what you want to add more of or less of is really by just understanding what each component does. If you go to www.justbhealthynow.com, sign up for the email list, I'm going to be giving show notes. And so in that, I will definitely be listing what each component of the laundry detergent does. And that way you can kind of figure out more how to adjust your recipe. Because once you use your recipe now, and if you don't want to use this much first, you can like half everything, do half cups, and that way you're doing smaller batches, and then you can play around with it more. But that way you can figure out how to tweak your own recipe by knowing what each ingredient does. Excuse me. So here is my finished product. You guys see that? Okay, there you go. So that's my finished product right there. And it's super easy, y'all. I cannot tell you how good it smells. Urban Eden is the best soap ever. So from here, if you want to add a couple of drops of essential oil, you can. I did have some to add, but with the rainstorm thing, I left it inside. It's all cool. In this amount with the 3 cups, I would add about 10 to 15 drops. Now on a tea tree, you're going to do about 5 drops in this. Tea tree is very strong. So is peppermint, spearmint. Eucalyptus is right under that. So how I mix my essential oils is the smallest amount in the strongest, and then the rest of the drops in like lavender, orange, lemon, that sort of thing. So tea trees, peppermints, spearmints, eucalyptus, I kind of back up on it, and then lavender, chamomile, citrus, the lemons, the orange, all that. You can go for it and make those the major profiles. So that's how I put that in there. Lemongrass, rosemary. Rosemary is really nice. So if you don't have eucalyptus, rosemary is a great substitute for that. It also helps to disinfect and boost immunity. It's antifungal and antimicrobial. So again, if you're leaving the clothes in the washer, rosemary is a good one to come to, All right, so now that you've made it, how do you store it? Well, no, let me tell you how to use it first. So another great thing I love about this is you don't need a lot. 1 tablespoon is all you need for a small regular load. Now, if you have a bigger load or a more soiled load, you're going to want to use 2 to 3 tablespoons. But if you're using more than 3 tablespoons, you do run the risk of there being a ring from the laundry detergent in your washer machine. You don't need a lot. I know it doesn't seem right. When I first started using it, I was using way more than I need to. That's usually how we start out. But that 1 tablespoon is going to do you right. Also, to wash your washer machine, if you get the ring, you can rinse it with vinegar. Like pour vinegar in it and go through a wash cycle, and it should get rid of the ring. You should also disinfect your washer machine about once every 3 to 4 months with the vinegar rinse anyway. So that's how you use it. And to store it, you want it to be in an airtight container. I cannot stress this enough. I put it in mason jars because I don't typically like plastic. I like glass because your grandma said so. So when this in an airtight container, it will last up to a year. Now, it doesn't have the same anti-caking I say toxic ingredients, but they're chemicals is what they are. The reason why your powder detergent that you buy out of the store, it doesn't cake because it has chemicals in it not to cake. This doesn't have anti-caking chemicals. So if it's not in an airtight container, it will cake. Now, caking is not the end of the world. It doesn't mean that it's bad. If you can still break it up to make it look like this, then you can still use it. But if you can't break it up, then it's kind of done. The reason why is because you have to help your washer machine break it down. So store it correctly so that you're not wasting your money, because that's one of the reasons we here doing it already. Okay. This is that is so good. I mixed it with a apple kombucha. It's really refreshing. Anyway, this is good for high efficiency washers as well. Now, when you make this, if you have a high efficiency washer, play with it. Even if you have a heavy or soiled load for your first time, only do a teaspoon or a teaspoon and a half. The reason why you spent so much money on your high efficiency ass washer is so that you wouldn't use more product. It's efficient. So I cannot stress enough, if you have a high efficiency washer machine, no matter how soiled or how much clothes you have in there, use that 1 to 2 tablespoons first, because y'all machines be popping. Okay, that $600 went to use. Okay. So this is really quick. It's one of my favorites because of how quick it is. I do also make a liquid laundry detergent, so I'll be showing you guys that on another Wellness Wednesdays. I just have so many shows, so many things to show you guys. I'm so excited. Yeah. So I'll show you that later. That is a lot more cost effective. If you have more than 3 people in your house, shorty, you gonna want to attend that Wellness Wednesdays, because I can make 10 gallons of laundry detergent. 10 gallons of laundry detergent for $17.13. Play with your girl. Drop that on the mic. It's amazing. So I have not calculated how much this is, but you're gonna use the powdered one quicker. But it's really simple to make. I always have powdered laundry detergent, regardless of if I have the liquid or not, because I like to just have it on deck. And people like to buy things like laundry detergent from me. It's a great way to live life. So that is about it. Again, please go to www.justbhealthynow.com and join my email list crew. Tomorrow morning, I will put all of these ingredients. I'll put the recipe in letters so that you can make it at home. I'll tell you more information about essential oils and all that good stuff in the email. Sign up. All right. Just do it. All right. So thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for joining me outside. I actually like this. The lighting was great. I hope you guys heard the rain. It was hella relaxing back there. So I'll see you guys the same time, the same place next Wednesday for Wellness Wednesdays. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you again next week. Thank you.